Hello everyone, and it's Sunday, it's very late, but this is my review for Smackdown 21st of January 2023. The show started off with the Bloodline arriving in their big whip. Sammy went to fist bump everyone was happy to fist bump Sammy, apart from the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, who just ignored him, and Sammy wasn't happy. We then got the Banger Bros versus the Viking Jobbers. Banger Bros obviously won. Viking Raiders did some things for Jay Briscoe in the match, which was good. I feel like the Brawling Brutes are gonna start getting a bit jealous of Drew because Sheamus is always with him. Maybe just Pete Dunne Butch, and this is how we get to Butch turning and becoming Pete Dunne again. Personally, I don't want that because I like the Brutes. The Brutes are great, so I don't know, we'll see. Back to the Bloodline locker room. Sammy asks Roman what's up. Roman then rages at Sammy again. He then says to Sammy that I don't care about your opinions, you're not in charge. And it sounds like Roman is concerned that Sammy is trying to take over his Tribal Chief spot. So yeah, not looking good at that point. LA Knight is out and he's come to talk shit about Bray Wyatt. Yeah! He faced some jobber called, I think his name was Greg. I didn't get his last name. He faced a jobber called Greg. There was a bit of Bray bollocks during the match, but LA Knight won, and to be fair, he hasn't wrestled in a while, so yeah, it's nice to see him in a match again. We then got the return of the Firefly Fuckhouse. Yes, the Firefly Fuckhouse. No wonder Rambling Rabbit was trying to warn us all them times, because he knew about Uncle Touchy this entire time. Rambling Rabbit did. Bray then did as usual. He actually managed to make some sort of point in this one. He teased the Fiend returning. Now, I don't want to see the Fiend. I was a massive fan of the Fiend, a big mark for the Fiend, and then he got ruined by Vince and Randy Orton. So I don't want to see the Fiend again, and I don't want to see Bray feuding with Randy Orton again either, because this happened twice now. They've had 2 matches at WrestleMania, and both times Bray's been buried. So keep Bray away from Randy. Keep the Fiend buried. Let's just focus on now. He was then interrupted by Uncle Touchy. Uncle Touchy said that you've been hiding, blah blah blah. I knew you had it in you, blah blah blah. So on and so forth. Basically, we need to sort this shit out and get some answers fucking soon. Shit Row versus Los Jobarios next. No one cared. Shit Row won. Their heel turn means nothing. They are not over. They are never going to get over, and nobody cares about them. We then got Plastic Flair calling out Sonya Deville. Yes, Plastic Flair, because her face is unrecognizable. Why did she do it to herself? Why? What's the point? I don't get it. Sonya Deville came out, challenged her for a match at the Rumble. And then they had a fight. Adam Pearce comes out. I'm Adam Pearce. At the end of the day, no one cares. This is setting up for a match at the Rumble which Charlotte's going to win. And then, because Sonya's going to lose, that's going to start some sort of cancel culture outrage. If you know what I mean, go on her tweets and check in them comments below. Oh, it's some big, weird, simping ass people in there. Back to Roman and Sammy, and Roman apologises to Sammy again. Yes, he did this, was it last week or the week before? I can't remember. But Roman apologised to Sammy again, said the plan is to just go out, sign the contract, get in the car and leave. Sammy was happy, they shook hands, and that was that. Imperium versus the Brutes. Unfortunately, my boys the Brutes, they lost. Throw them a bone. I mean, Butch is great, Ridge Holland is fantastic, I'm a bit of a mark for Ridge. I don't know why. It might just because he's English. I don't know, but I'm a bit of a mark for Ridge. I like Ridge. I mean, I know you can't have the Brawling Brutes versus the Banger Bros, but this is going to happen at some point, I believe. So, just I don't know. Just throw them a bone, man. Mexicans of the Opera. No, that's not racist. I just don't like saying the real name because it sounds stupid. Fantasma! Mexicans of the Opera versus Maximum Male Models. This match was pretty much filler. Nobody cared. Maximum Male Models are dead. No one is interested in a model gimmick in 2023. This is not the 90s. This is not fucking Fandango and Tyler Breeze, the Fashion Police, Breezango, whatever they was called. This is not that. These guys are not over, and they're not getting over anytime soon, especially with this ridiculous gimmick. Imagine if you're inviting a friend over to watch wrestling. They're not into wrestling, but they want to get into it. They want to understand why you watch wrestling. You put the TV on, first thing you see is Maximum Male Models. Let that sink in. And now for the main event, the contract signing between Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. Roman, Solo and Heyman come out. Solo's pretty much Roman's right hand man at this point. Hopefully there's a swerve come in at Raw 30. And then KO comes out, destroys absolutely everyone. Kevin Owens looked absolutely fucking fantastic, brutal in this. He took care of Roman, he took care of Solo, he took care of the Usos, all by himself, all while Heyman's crying in the corner. Ah! I mean, Paul Heyman's selling with his, just talking, Jesus Christ. It makes Owens look so fucking aggressive and shit. KO signs the contract. Sammy then comes out to stand there and not do much. Owens walks away, and this has led to a change up on Raw. The acknowledgement ceremony is now the trial of Sami Zayn. Now, I know it would seem a bit obvious that the Bloodline turn on Sammy in the trial of Sami Zayn, a bit like the Festival of Friendship with Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. It's going to be obvious, but it's still going to get everyone at the same time. Now, there are people speculating online. This is just to throw people off because The Rock's returning. Now, I'm quite happy for The Rock to return, but I don't want The Rock to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. The Rock can come out, he can endorse Sami Zayn, he can announce Sami Zayn for the Royal Rumble and all that shit, but The Rock versus Roman, save it for WrestleMania 40. Cody versus Roman, save it for another time. We need Sami Zayn to win this Royal Rumble because he has carried the company on his back and he deserves to beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39, and I will not have it any other way. If Sami Zayn wins the Royal Rumble match, I'm going to mark out so much. If you thought Veer was coming, holy shit, just wait. This way, if Sammy wins that Rumble, oh my days. It's going to be good. And that was this week's Smackdown. It was an okay show. It was carried by the Bloodline again, but less filler this time. We got a return of the Firefly Foghouse, Plastic Flair and Deville doing some bits. Some great tag team action, apart from Maximum Male Models. So, yeah, this show was pretty decent. I wish I could say the same for Raw each week, but it is what it is, I guess. What did you think of SmackDown this week? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.